when you slept with your husband, I mean, by the time you got pregnant for these twins, did you sleep with any other man? Hey angels, welcome once again to my channel. This is Evangel Anyanwu. How are we doing? Thank you so much for your support. If you have been coming and watching me, thank you so much. And if you're seeing me for the first time, I am Evangel Anyanwu, a Nigerian trained medical practitioner living and working here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. So this is story time. What will you do if you find out that your twins are not from the same father? They are not from the same man. Write it in the comment section. Will you confess to your man? Will you tell him before he finds out? Or will you keep it to yourself for him to find out? Or will you keep it to yourself thinking he will never find out? If you're a man and then your woman hides such a deep secret from you, what will you do? Please type in the comment section. Let me hear from you. So this is a story from a friend. I actually met her in one of the conferences I attended in the US in Manhattan. It was the United Nations conference, and immediately we clicked. She was very positive, she was jovial, she was just everywhere. As in, everybody wants to be around her. You can't resist her charming spirit. That's the way I will say it. We discussed a lot. She's actually not a doctor, but she attended the same conference I attended. That was years back. At that time, she wasn't married, but I was married. We kept in touch. I will call her on Facebook Messenger. Sometimes we'll FaceTime. Last week, she actually called me and gave me the shock of my life. She had 2 boys. That was 2 years ago. Yes, she got married a few years ago after the conference, and then she had twins, 2 boys, and she was just not comfortable with their looks because according to her, one looked so much like her husband while the other twin looked so much like her ex. Yes, all this new ex in the she has been worried ever since she gave birth to these twins. So out of curiosity, I mean, she just wanted to know, so she arranged for a test, a DNA test with her husband and the twins. But the husband doesn't know this was a DNA test. He was convinced that, I mean, the woman was hepatitis positive, and then they were going for a general test and all that to be sure that the man is not positive as well, so that he will know how to protect himself and all that. So the man obliged them, and then they went for this test. And if you're this man, aside keeping this secret from you, and then you were you were deceived into going for a test you felt you were doing to help yourself and as well help your family, and then you find out that all these were just, like a makeup, what are you going to do? Leave it in the comment section. Let me hear from you. After this test was done, the results came out. One of the twin boys is actually like 99.9999% the husband's DNA, while the other one is in the negative. I mean, the other son, the second twin, is not her husband's son. She called me. I should explain to her what could have gone wrong. This is one story that is not so common. It is possible, but it is not very common. At this particular time, I don't even know what advice to give her, whether to tell her husband or not to tell, because if she tells her husband, 2 things might happen. The man might leave her, and then she will just become a single mother. And if she doesn't tell him and the man finds out by himself, it's also going to be a devastating moment for him and for the whole family. I will tell you what I advised her to do at the end of this video, and I will also explain why such is possible. Her story is not the first of it all. Some time ago, there was this surrogate mother who gave birth to twins, and then it was noted that one of the twins is actually for her husband, and the other is for the couples she was doing surrogacy for. If you don't know who is a surrogate mother is a woman who makes her womb available for implantation and then carrying a pregnancy for another couple for any reason best known to them, for money, voluntarily or otherwise. So that is a surrogate mother. So this lady is quite devastated, and then I went ahead to ask her what exactly happened, because when you have this kind of situation, it is called superfetation, paternal superfecundation. Don't mind the big words, I'm going to explain all of them later in this video. So I asked her one question. When you slept with your husband, I mean by the time you got pregnant for these twins, did you sleep with any other man? It was a very deep question, one that could break a relationship, one that could make somebody think, oh, you think I'm cheating on my husband? Oh, you think, I mean, why will you say such of me? You've known me all this while, why will you say such of me? But one thing is this, we have to tell ourselves the hard truth. I asked her, before I will be able to advise you on what you're going to do, before I will even explain anything to you, just come out straight to me. Yes, that was what I told her. I told her to come out straight to me. Did you sleep with another man at the same time you slept with your husband before you got pregnant for these twins? The answer is, I was talking about superfetation. Superfetation is a condition or is a situation where a woman is carrying twins that are not fertilized, or twins that are not conceived at the same time. You know, when you're carrying a twin, it's either that you released one egg, that egg splits into 2 or 3 or 4, and then give rise to all the monozygotic twins. Another thing that will happen is the woman had a hyperovulation and then probably released more than one egg that we are fertilized at a particular time by different sperm cells. So this is what could, I mean, give rise to twins. But in a situation whereby a woman is already pregnant, I mean, an egg has been fertilized, and then another egg is also fertilized afterwards. That is, the woman is already pregnant and she is getting pregnant again. That is another situation. So in a situation whereby probably this woman, I mean, got pregnant for the husband, and then after a week or so, and she gets pregnant for another man. That is if she sleeps with another man other than her husband. It happens. So the woman is already pregnant and she's getting pregnant again. Now this could happen, I mean, it's a possibility. There is pregnancy, you say that ovulation does not occur. Yes, that's a natural phenomenon, but let's be aware that it is not 100% the way it should. A situation like this also happened when the couple went for IVF. They had 2 embryos transferred into the woman, and then this woman had quintuplets that are not from the transferred embryo. It means that the embryos were transferred, she got pregnant with that transfer, and she was as well sleeping with the husband and also got pregnant from the sperm from her husband directly. So these things happen. So why am I really bringing this on? I mean, the days are so tempting, the days are so evil, the days are so funny. Whatever you are doing, please be careful of how you put other people into your own situation. You might be thinking, oh, I'm already pregnant, I can't get pregnant for another man, and then you go out to try something, or maybe your one last chance or one last time or one last stand or whatever, and then you get pregnant for another person. You'll be carrying them as twins, but they may be few weeks old, I mean apart. The pregnancy may be few weeks apart. There has been situation where the woman delivers one baby, and then after some time, days, weeks, before she delivers the second baby. Yes, this might be the situation. You never can tell. So this woman is so devastated. She doesn't know whether to tell her husband that, oh, this is the situation, because she opened up to me that she got married and she slept with her ex almost the same time she slept with her husband. And this is the result. One of the twins looking exactly like her husband, and the other one looking like her ex. Exactly her ex, the way she described it. Her main worry now is, how is she going to tell her husband that this particular son of his, one of his twins, is not actually from him? Leave it in the comment section. How do you think she should come out? How do you think she should, what do you think she should do? Should she tell her husband and face the reality, or she should keep it to herself and still face the reality whenever it comes up? Because whether she keeps it or not, one day, I mean, the reality will come knocking. And sometimes it may not still come, sometimes it may be in her old age, sometimes I don't know. What do you think she should do? For me, I told her to come out straight. Yes, it will give her peace of mind. We make mistakes. Nobody is above mistake. She should come out straight and tell her husband this is what it is and ask for his forgiveness. It is left for him to decide whether to forgive or not. It is left for him to decide whether to continue to father that child or not. It is left for him to decide whether to continue to marry her or not. But let her come out straight and tell the husband. That was what I advised her. You, what will you advise her? Do you think she should just keep quiet and keep living in guilt and anxiety, or do you think she should come out straight? Let me hear what you have to say in the comment section. She will be reading, and then she has made her decision. I don't know, but if your comments or your thoughts might also help her to make her decision. What do you think she should do? So angels, this is actually what I just said. I should tell you that a woman could be pregnant, and a woman could be already pregnant and get pregnant again. It may be from the same man, it may be from different men. So if you are the type who like to test the seeds, take it easy. I mean, you may say, oh, I'm already pregnant, nothing else will happen. No, you could still be pregnant from that same man or from another person if you like testing the seeds. So if you have not subscribed, why not do so now? If you have not like, share. Let me get to hear what you have to say. So let me hear what you have to say. Let me see how you will advise her. What do you think she should do? Comments in the comment section. Let me get to hear what you have to say. She watches my video. I know she will also be watching this. And then I will see you in my next. Bye.